I am only getting 13 frames.
That's the traitors! Lord the Ravens.
Well, that went about as well as expected. Well, I should have dashed. Let's try that again.
Wasn't making a dent in those shields.
Oh, that was really, really bad.
I should sell this stuff, thought Renato. I could retire. Hey, I'm a firefox, thought Renato.
Huh. Read. Find the stone. You have been chosen in this critical mission for your ability to follow orders to the letter, without question. Do not believe the naysayers. Your score in the intelligence test is only proof that you are better geared to take than anyone else to follow orders. Take pride in knowing that I, your Emperor, handpicked you for this mission. Follow the instructions to the letter. Always travel in pairs. Do not look at engravings in the wall. Do not lose the hermetic box. When you find the stone, immediately place it in the box and seal the box. If you hear a voice in your head, ignore it. Remember, the temple is haunted, obviously. This is an old temple dedicated to the old evil gods, where there were blood sacrifices. Of course it would be haunted. Ignore the voice in your head. Remember, ghosts cannot hurt you, but they will try to confuse you. When you hear a voice, take the drowsy pill. If you meet another soldier with the stone, and it is not in the hermetic box, you immediately spray them with drowsy gas. Find the stone, put it in the box, seal the box, and most important of all, find the stone. That guy must have been a grade A moron. Yes. That was the wrong sword. Oh yeah.
What else could you hook?
Quite a few things. Oh, whoops. I forgot. Those things explode. Damn it! Why did it automatically attack? Alright, let's try this again.
Beat Bernardo at hot potato.
Goodbye. Woo! You spin me round, right round. What?
Bernardo had learned so much about... Ooh, what was it again?
Killing people? Treasure! No, I really don't want to get rid of any of those. Those are pretty good.
How could a temple to Iblis still even exist? The Transcendent Emperor had destroyed all the shrines of the lost gods after exiling them. Had it been buried in that long-ago battle? Or had Iblis foreseen his fate and hidden it from his enemy?
That's a good question. Like all good questions, we do not have an answer.
Nice. That could be useful.
Whee! Nice. Oh. Ouch. That was dumb.
The Ravens at least could not get past this point. Obviously the temple builders knew how to deal with tomb raiders.
Huh.
He wasn't that good. Yet.
Whee! Going down. I descend into this hell.
Bernardo
Or I belong
cannon
here.
traps. Also, who reloaded these things anyway? He never figured that part out.
I don't think they reload. Well, that was easy.
was a stone
that it?
of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up. Who said that?
Uh-oh.
It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty.
No. No.
Seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and Renato wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor. Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the Transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon. Look to the core, said the stone anxiously.
I'm gonna go after the core, because it told me not to.
Bothered him. He hated being told what to do. Wasn't that why he joined the rebellion? Wasn't that why he'd refused to be a soldier? He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy. The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Skyripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power. He would go there.
Neat. Well, the stone is obviously evil, so I'm not gonna listen to it.
Renato had a rare feeling of regret. It's not too late, he thought. He could turn around and sail for Zenobia's island. He frowned.
No.
Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he? Sure, technically she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself. Except the biggest one. That she was the Emperor's daughter. No. Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
No. Dear Zenobia, the director of the Academy has told me how much he was impressed by your your academic performance and leadership. Somehow, I doubt this was a session of bootlicking. I have seen plenty of those. That old toad is sincere. I am proud of you, my daughter. You will make a fine empress one day. On my end, great news! Professor Calaveras has been studying the Nexus, and he has made a bold observation. That toad is a true genius. You know how the island is unique. Constantly changing, new crystalline formations appearing. Island fragments merging, splitting, slowly drifting. Held together by some invisible threads. Professor Calaveras is convinced that these changes are not random, but rather indicative of the living nature of the islands. He has observed that certain changes on the Nexus follow, or sometimes precede, a turbulence on another island. Landslide, quake, flood. The Nexus seems to resonate with those events. Maybe the islands are a hive mind and the Nexus is the brain? In any case, I am funding a permanent scientific observatory on the Nexus. It will track the Empire's greatest minds with Professor Calaveras at the helm. I anticipate a great age of enlightenment for the Empire. With love, Father. How did he become such a dick? Oh. Later. Oh. Later. how'd that work? Oh well, as long as it worked. I'm not too picky. Treasure!
Renato remembered when he'd first stolen one of these. Good times.
It was very good times. Die.
I'm just trying to teach you how to fly.
These ravens are kind of stupid. I have no idea where I'm going.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Oh yeah, I've been here before.
Don't look down, he thought.
God, I hate those things.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The core will kill you." Are you
Well,
afraid
if
of
it does.
No, don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you so much as carry it, and if you try to use it, it will explode catastrophically. Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards. When Renato went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous.
Heh. Stone is incredibly afraid of the other one.
Of course there was a puzzle. You couldn't expect the transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Teh.
As for the gate, well, you could take her or leave her. Sorry, it's best I could do.
Got it. Perfect.
loot crate. Am I right?
Huh. I made it.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical.
No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time.
He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it? The stone had sent him its darkest fears, hadn't it? He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming. And then he passed out. When Ronaldo came to, the core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black, but glowing with a blue light. And it was silent. "I can't hear you," he sang out, and "You?" It didn't answer. "Ha!" he said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind. He felt invincible. It was time to attack the Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy. But among the huge crystals, there was also an observatory. A wise man would probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
I'm gonna
As the
ask.
Farfarer made its way toward the Nexus, Bernardo watched sparks fly out of the core. The Iblis stone sucked them in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Bernardo. Well, the scientists would explain it all. This time, Bernardo was sure he'd figured out how to use the core safely.
Did I? Oh, I just noticed the time. Until next